What's going on, fam? What's going on, YouTube? We back with another one. My bad. I've been lacking the last couple days as far as my content, but we back on that. As y'all see, we got 1090 Jake on the screen. For this one, they trying to say that the feds is trying to say that they got the proof that Lil Durk put a $1 million bounty on Quando Rondo's head. So we definitely got to get into this and see what the hell they were talking about. I knew this has been talked about a $100K bounty. It's been talked about $250K bounty. It's been talked about $1 million bounty. But for them to say they got evidence that he did this, yeah, we gotta see this. Because if they got evidence that he did this, it's over with in court. If they can connect the payment to Lil Durk, it's over with in court. So yeah. With that being said, make sure y'all drop a like, a comment, subscribe. If y'all rock with me, man, share the channel. Other than that, we finna get into this video. So, yeah, let's get to it.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on the feds alleging that Lil Durk put $1 million hit on Quando Rondo. Now, you don't have to crack.
We ain't here for that.
And you can even do a code reportedly claim Lil Cash App. Now, Remo would post to Instagram, the feds reportedly claim Lil Durk put $1 million bounty on Quando Rondo's head, and it would come with some paperwork stating the discovery also shows that defendant Banks used his trusted lieutenants, defendant Wilson and co-conspirator 5, to recruit hitmen to fly to Southern California on August 18th, 2022 to kill.
Then again, which was the dumbest
Rondo.
shit you could have ever did.
Consistent with defendant's Banks' promise to reward co-conspirators, defendant Wilson solicited hitmen by promising to pay a $1 million reward on behalf of defendant Banks in exchange for flying to LA to commit the murder. Something, I can't see what it says because I got Jalise, it says she reposted it. The government has also disclosed a list of defendant Banks and OTF's music videos in which defendant Wilson, Houston, and the rest is cut off, right? And we can jump into the comments section. Jalise is saying free Quando. Some other people are reacting. This person is saying they got this from a Vlad interview Lil Tim did. Now, before we get into that interview, this is the federal website Pacer, where you can look up Fed cases, right? And this is the actual motion filed by the government in which this paperwork is in. Now, what they're talking about in this, in response to a claim, the defendant's reply brief that nowhere does this discovery set forth anything resembling a fix. It's just like a lot of legal shit, a lot of quoting cases, etc., etc. And then this is where we get into the details. Here, the detailed SSI, together with the government's substantial and organized discovery, the government has alleged, and its discovery clearly supports the straightforward theory that defendant Banks told co-conspirators he would reward anyone who helped kill his rival, Quando Rondo. That defendant Banks and other OTF conspirators attempted to murder Quando in Los Angeles, and that even though the co-conspirators killed the other guy, not Quando, defendant Banks nonetheless rewarded co-conspirators by, among other things, featuring many of the direct participants in the murder in music videos and rap lyrics in the months following the murder. For example, the government anticipates that a cooperating witness will testify that defendant Banks made clear to the witness and other OTF members that anyone who killed Quando would be made straight, otherwise known as handsomely rewarded. The discovery also shows the defendant Banks used his trusted lieutenants, and this is where it's going to break everything down, right? This is where we see the paperwork Remo posted. Consistent with defendant Banks' promise to reward co-conspirators, defendant Wilson solicited hitmen by promising to pay $1 million. Now, this is very important, right? Because how it's being projected is Durk was the one that offered the $1 million. And as everyone knows, Durk is the only one in this camp worth more than $1 million to be able to offer $1 million.
Facts.
Looking at this paperwork, the feds are alleging Banks was the one offering the hit. But the paperwork is stating defendant Wilson solicited the hitman by promising to pay $1 million on behalf of Durk. Now, Drew Finling, Durk's lawyer, Melly's lawyer, Young Boy's lawyer, I guarantee you is gonna pick this apart.
Facts.
Because it doesn't seem like they have anything saying.
Yeah, I've been waiting for him to say that, but yeah, it was saying the title said something about Allege, but they ain't really got no solid proof, no solid evidence that he put forth the money. And if it's just right now, it's looking like he say, she say, and this thing, and then on paper you got one thing, and then word to mouth you got another thing. They better get their story. All I'm gonna say is they better get their story straight, because Drew Finley ain't finna fuck around. That's for sure.
Durk is the one who said this. Durk is the one who said that. It's a whole lot of these dudes were saying it on behalf of Durk. And now the feds are like, look, we got a guy that's willing to testify that Durk said he was gonna do this, but other than that, it's almost all their word against his. And the whole reason they're willing to testify is because they're wrapped up in this case. They have no other way to get out because they can't afford a $1 million lawyer. So the only thing they can do is, well, Durk said this, Durk said that, Durk said this.
That's all y'all can
But
say.
all the paperwork is saying other people said it. It's not saying Durk said it. They don't have video. They don't have text from Durk. They don't have none of that. It's all other people putting.
I gotta get a soundboard, but man, clap it up for Durk, bro. Clap it up, bro. Good shit. Good shit. They ain't got none of that. Okay. If they ain't got none of that, he might be. Okay. We might see. Okay.
The pieces
all
together.
Right.
Now this is interesting.
That right there is him helping himself, especially with the lawyer he got. He just helped himself, like, by not having that kind of evidence, because that kind of evidence would be, that would pin his ass to the nail, like, over with. And that's why good job, Durk.
Been talking about a $1 million bounty on Quando's head. This is talking about a $1 million bounty on Lil Tim's head after killing King Von.
Well,
wait,
you were lucky to
what'd he say?
This is talking about a $1 million bounty on Lil Tim's head after killing King Von.
Well, you were lucky to a certain degree because you're in Georgia, and Georgia has a stand your ground law.
Right.
If this had happened in LA or New York,
You'd be done.
You wouldn't have been able to, have that law.
And that's why I want to move out of California. That is the main reason why I want to move out of California, because there'd be so much dumb shit going on out here, bro. But then if you was to take shit into your own hands, you by the book, in a lot of ways you get fucked up out here. California will fuck you off, and you'll be gone with football numbers thrown at you. And then, to all my real niggas in California, keep you a dirty one on you. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what the law say. Keep a dirty one on you, bro, because this shit be, the laws out here is so fucking tricky, bro. Keep a dirty one on you, bro. I don't care, bro.
Law work in your benefit. And unfortunately, the law works both ways. Because, Trayvon Martin, when George Zimmerman killed him, he used that same law to get off.
That was a crazy case, not gonna lie. I don't really agree with that.
Though I thought that was bullshit, but whatever, it is what it is. But in your case, it actually helped you because it was proven that you were protecting your friend and you were standing your ground, and ultimately they had to drop all the charges. How did Quando react when you finally told him?
I was super happy, but he probably was happier than me.
He was turned.
He tried to come through the phone.
Your homie just saved you, just smoked the nigga for you, and he get off with it as a legal body, and he call you saying he finna come home. For sure, knowing he come, if that was my nigga, I'd be ready to jump through the phone too. No cap, I'd be geeked. Like, bro, yeah, you just beat a body. Like, yeah.
He like, boy, we finna do this, we finna do that, we finna do this, we finna do that. He making plans for me. I ain't even made for my own self. He like, cuz, we about to get this real money now, all this type of stuff. Like, he more happier than me.
Real nigga.
Well, but at that time, you couldn't actually be around Quando?
No.
Because were you under some sort of
that was
guidelines?
Like, yeah.
You can't be around certain people?
Yeah, but I'm like,
What's crazy about that too is if y'all remember, Durk and Vaughn caught that attempted murder in Atlanta, and they weren't allowed to be around each other or communicate with each other.
I remember
because
that.
They were co-defendants.
I
in the
remember
case.
that.
So, literally, the moments leading up to the ending of Vaughn's life, he couldn't even be around Durk. And then the same person that kills him ends up under the same stipulation with Quando Rondo. They can't be around each other.
Crazy.
But obviously Quando's excited for his friend because his friend essentially, I'm not gonna say saved his life because it was
Because it wasn't no guns drawn.
but he defended his friend and then was charged with the murder and beat it. So of course Quando's gonna be happy for him.
Facts. I would be happy for mine too.
Like in my head, I'm like, it's not like he charged with anything. It's not like he my co-defendant. Why I can't be around him? Ain't like he did nothing. But that was one of the restrictions not to be around though.
Ooh, we got that
shit
reggaeton.
crazy.
Today we're gonna be making beats you guys send me, okay?
Now, there was a rumor around this time that there was a $1 million bounty on your head.
Yeah.
Did you hear about it?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
It's like damn, at the moment somebody could really want to take that and really try to do something, but it's like at the end of the day, is you gonna be able to go back and get that money? Like, is you gonna make it back home? Cause it's like, it's not like I'm about to just sit here and let no one come kill me.
Like,
So
come on,
it's
man.
like I'm gonna stand on my 10. I'm gonna stand my ground. So it's like you could try to do what you're trying to do, but is you gonna be able to go get your money? Like, is you gonna be able to make it back home? Is you ever gonna be able to see $1 million? Like,
Okay, so he's looking at it from the perspective of I'm not a bitch, you know? Y'all see who I just killed. Are you gonna be able to just come take me out? And I'll say this, right? I disagree and agree with what he said for different reasons. I disagree with, I'm a killer too. Bro, when they hop out, there ain't nothing you could fucking do.
At all.
And we've seen
At
this
all.
with, multiple situations, from Zoo getting killed to Duck getting killed. When they jump out and you got 4 or 5 people firing at you in broad.
I will say, I seen a few shootouts in person. And when he's saying, he ain't lying. When them niggas, if they want you, bro, and them niggas bounce out on you, it's nothing you can do, bro. If them niggas bounce out on you, bro, and they really with the business, bro, it's nothing. If they really trying to get you, like, not know, I'ma just shoot at you to go on the internet and say I did this or that. No, if them niggas really want you, it's nothing you can do, bro. Especially when they bounce out that car running that, bro. It's nothing you can do, bro. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do, bro, at all.
All day, like, there's nothing. Your reaction, you might be able to pull out, you might be able to even fire off. But when you got 4 different guns aimed at you and they're all going off,
Yeah, it's over with.
and the thing is, you'll ride around and you might see it coming and be like, oh, they ain't gonna do that. We're in front of all these people, all these cameras, and they jump out and it just happens. It just happens.
Boy, you better hit feet. You better get out of there, boy. That shit happened. You better get out of there, boy. You better pray to God while you running. That's all I can say.
Your last memory was
That
thinking
shit,
they ain't
boy.
gonna do it, and then they do it, and then they all get locked up, right? Because you're being logical with illogical minds. Now, the logic that I'm thinking of is, would they even be able to see the money? Because realistically, if you want to break things down from a logical standpoint, Durk makes all of his money legally. Legally. Unless he's doing small venues where he's getting paid cash, he's doing major arenas, major shows. He's not getting paid cash, bro. They're signing contracts for these things. You know what I mean? So all of this money is coming into his account. They can monitor all of this. So realistically, you think that he's gonna be able to withdraw $1 million and it just disappears and there's no purchase history. Like, he had $1 million on $1 million worth of game. Let's actually look at that. So just that right there, right? This is supposed to be $1 million on $1 million worth of game. That right there is a crazy flex in itself, right? Bro has $1 million sitting on the table. This was also in a music video. So again, you can see the money all sitting there at the table. Everybody, apparently some of the people in this video is supposedly involved in the federal murder that they're talking about. But you can see he's got a ton of money on the table. And you know,
I never put together
go to
that.
the bank and withdraw a lot of
I
money.
never put together that.
That
shit.
ain't difficult to do.
That's where he did the aha
But
video.
for that money to just disappear, to take a legal $1 million and then there's no purchase history and it disappears, and then there's rumors tying you into, oh, allegedly there was $1 million bounty on this dude and then he got smashed.
That's shaky.
You don't think they're gonna put 2 and 2 together?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, from a logical standpoint, how the fuck do you think you're really gonna get that $1 million, bro? Because Durk ain't just gonna pull up on you in a private jet and be like, here's $1 million. And you just walk away with $1 million in cash, and that's not suspicious. Like, it sounds like a lot of bullshit. If Durk's homie is like, yo, you know, you gonna get $1 million, you go smack him. All right, you go smack him, and then they're just like, fuck you, we ain't giving you shit. What you gonna do then?
What you gonna do then?
Realistically, you're not gonna get the fucking money. And it doesn't sound like anybody got any money. It sounds like the only thing they're trying to allege is they might have ended up in a music video with them. Other than that, there's not a clear transaction that took place, which is exactly what I think Durk's lawyer is going to target. Nobody ever got paid. No promise was ever made from Durk's mouth, and we can't control the hearsay that comes out of other people's mouths. We can't control that he said somebody would get promised for something. That's him. That's not Durk. He didn't speak on behalf of Durk. He spoke on behalf of himself.
Facts.
And I think that is the angle Durk's lawyer is going to take. But there's one more thing I want to look up before I end this video. Okay, after doing my Googles, it would appear John Wick had a bounty from 2 million to 14 million to 20-something million. But I just wanted to see the comparison, because if it was $1 million and that many people were trying to smack him, it's just insane that in the real world situation, you know, people can throw around crazy numbers like, oh, there was $1 million hit on his head, da-da-da-da-da. It's just like, realistically, when have we ever heard of that? And when has there been a case where somebody actually got paid $1 million?
No.
I feel like it's easy to say it, it's easy to allege it, but in reality, it doesn't. Ain't
nobody passing out a whole M.
But hey, let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comments section.
That's the video, y'all. My opinion, like you said, ain't nobody passing out $1 million for a hit. Niggas do hits in the hood for like what? 5 bands, 10 bands, 20 bands. Niggas ain't passing out an M for a hit. Like what? And you ain't no real hitman. Like no. Niggas ain't doing that. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the video. Y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe. If y'all rocking with me, share the channel. Other than that, man, I'm gonna get at y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe, man.